We've just recently done a few episodes on humanzees, but there's a professor of psychology named David B. Barash who is writing a book called Through a Glass Brightly, Using Science to See Our Species as It Really Is, who seems to be promoting the idea of a human-chimpanzee hybrid.
He's clearly promoting the idea that we start mating with chimpanzees.
Well, at the same time, he disagrees with Richard Dawkins and Richard Leakey, who seem to believe that it's possible to create offspring of a human and chimp. And this is a quote from an article which is based on one of the chapters of a book he's writing. To be sure, his crude efforts, and he's talking about a Russian scientist named Ivanov, his crude efforts at cross-species hybridization are at present no closer to fruition simply because, even though human and chimp DNA are overwhelmingly similar, humans have 46 chromosomes, whereas chimps have 48. So he's saying that creating humanzee offspring naturally is literally inconceivable.
So take it into the laboratory and manipulate it, make it happen. In the laboratory, you can do it.
Exactly. They're doing things with humans having pigs' hearts and stuff like that, creating chimeras, but then
Aren't they growing human ears on the back of rats?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're doing things in test tubes. They're creating human DNA in test tubes. So they should be able to create a humanzee.
So somehow this author has the idea that somehow humans have separated themselves from the rest of animal kingdoms to a degree that he's not comfortable with, and he wants to punctuate the idea that humans are...
We're not the ultimate species. I mean, we don't have a lock on it.
This guy's definitely promoting something like this, no ifs, ands, or buts, and there's people that are very much against even this chimera stuff where you're growing pig's hearts.
There's a fine line here. People don't want to cross that line. They don't want to get into this gray area.
Another thing is, though, that this author brings up is that with humans have mixed with other species, Neanderthal and Denisovians, and possibly Homo naledi in Africa, this guy's saying it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to mate with the chimpanzees.
This is a normal part of evolution, is what he's probably saying.
But then again, he's saying it can only be done through artificial means, considering that humans have different chromosome numbers than chimpanzees. So he is forcing the hand.
At this point in time, but this may become part of the norm.
So it's something we want to consider. People are already talking about personhood for chimpanzees.
So we've got this author arguing there should be a chimpanzee-human hybrid, and with people arguing for personhood for chimpanzees, I mean, the pathway's clear here. There's no stopping. This is the future.
Nothing has to end up any particular way. How do people want it? Are people going to be speaking out against this type of stuff, or are you just going to go along with it?
I think it's pretty shocking. Comment! You should speak your mind on this subject.